Japan is an island nation in East Asia. It has a long and fascinating history. From ancient times, Japan developed a unique culture. Its geography, as a group of islands, played a key role in shaping its identity. Japan was isolated from the mainland for much of its history. This allowed it to develop independently. However, it also faced threats and influences from its neighbors. Over the centuries, Japan went through periods of openness and closure. Today, Japan is a major global power. It is known for its technological innovation and cultural influence. Understanding Japan's past is essential to understanding its present and future. Its history is a tapestry of tradition and change. The earliest traces of human life in Japan date back to prehistoric times. These ancient inhabitants left behind fascinating evidence of their existence, such as cave paintings and stone tools, which provide a glimpse into their daily lives and spiritual beliefs. The Jomon period is named after its distinctive pottery, characterized by cord-marked patterns. This era, spanning from around 14,000 BCE to 300 BCE, showcases the creativity and innovation of the Jomon people. Jomon people were hunter-gatherers who lived in simple dwellings made from natural materials. They relied on fishing, hunting, and gathering for sustenance, and their lifestyle was closely connected to the natural environment. They developed impressive pottery skills, using intricate patterns that often depicted nature and animals. These artifacts not only served practical purposes, but also held cultural and ceremonial significance. The Yayoi period followed the Jomon, beginning around 300 BCE and lasting until 300 CE. This era marked significant changes in Japanese society. It saw the introduction of rice cultivation from the mainland, which revolutionized agriculture in Japan. The adoption of wet rice farming techniques led to increased food production and population growth. This led to a more settled lifestyle and the development of villages. People began to live in larger, more permanent communities, fostering social and economic advancements. Metalworking also emerged during this time, including the creation of bronze and iron tools. These advancements in technology allowed for more efficient farming and crafting. The Kofun period is named for its large burial mounds, called kofun, which were constructed between the 3rd and 7th century CE. These impressive structures reflect the growing power and influence of the ruling elite. These mounds house the tombs of powerful rulers, filled with valuable artifacts that illustrate the wealth and status of the interred individuals. They provide evidence of a hierarchical society and the emergence of powerful clans. This period saw the consolidation of political power and the formation of early state structures. The Kofun period also saw the introduction of Buddhism from China, which began to influence Japanese culture, art, and religious practices, laying the foundation for future cultural developments. The Heian period, spanning from 794 to 1185, is often referred to as Japan's Golden Age, a time when the country experienced a remarkable cultural blossoming. It was a time of peace and prosperity, where the arts and culture flourished like never before. The imperial court in Kyoto became the epicenter of a refined and sophisticated culture, setting the standards for art, fashion, and etiquette. Literature, in particular, saw unprecedented growth during the Heian period. Lady Murasaki Shikibu's The Tale of Genji, often considered the world's first novel, is a masterpiece of world literature. This literary work offers deep insights into the lives, loves, and intricate social dynamics of the Heian court. Buddhism also had a profound influence on Heian culture, shaping its philosophy and artistic expressions. Buddhist temples and monasteries were not just places of worship, they played an important role in society. These institutions were centers of learning and art, where monks studied and created beautiful works. The Heian period also saw the development of a unique Japanese aesthetic, characterized by an appreciation for subtle beauty and elegance. This aesthetic emphasized beauty, elegance, and a deep sensitivity to nature, which can be seen in the art and gardens of the time. The influence of Heian aesthetics is still evident in Japanese art and culture today, continuing to inspire contemporary artists and cultural practices. As the Heian period drew to a close, power shifted away from the court. A new warrior class, the samurai, rose to prominence. Samurai were skilled swordsmen who valued honor and loyalty. In 1185, Minamoto Yoritomo established the first shogunate in Kamakura. This marked the beginning of the feudal period in Japan. Shoguns were military dictators who ruled in the name of the emperor. The samurai owed allegiance to their lords, the daimyo. They followed a strict code of conduct known as Bushido, the way of the warrior. Bushido emphasized courage, loyalty, and self-sacrifice. The rise of the samurai and the shogunate led to a period of political instability. Japan was divided into numerous feudal domains, often at war with one another. Section 5. The Age of Warring States, Conflict and Unification. The 15th and 16th centuries in Japan are known as the Sengoku period, or the Age of Warring States. It was a time of almost constant warfare among the daimyo. Powerful daimyo emerged, each seeking to expand their territory and influence. Notable figures include Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu. Oda Nobunaga was a brilliant strategist and ruthless leader. He used firearms effectively and made significant progress in unifying Japan. However, he was betrayed and forced to commit suicide. Toyotomi Hideyoshi, Nobunaga's successor, continued the unification campaign. He brought most of Japan under his control. However, his attempts to conquer Korea ended in failure. Section 6. The Tokugawa Shogunate, an era of isolation and growth. After Toyotomi Hideyoshi's death, Tokugawa Ieyasu seized power. He established the Tokugawa Shogunate in Edo, present-day Tokyo, in 1603. This marked the beginning of a long period of peace and stability in Japan. The Tokugawa Shogunate implemented a strict social hierarchy. The samurai were at the top, followed by farmers, artisans, and merchants. To maintain control, the shogunate imposed a policy of sakoku, or closed country. Foreign contact was strictly limited, and Christianity was banned. Despite its isolation, Japan experienced significant economic and cultural growth during the Tokugawa period. Cities grew and commerce flourished. Woodblock printing became popular, leading to a golden age of art and literature. Psyche. Section 7. The Meiji Restoration, Embracing Modernity. By the mid-19th century, Japan's isolation was coming to an end. For over 2 centuries, the country had maintained a policy of seclusion, limiting foreign influence and trade. In 1853, Commodore Matthew Perry of the United States arrived in Japan with a fleet of warships. His mission was clear and forceful. He demanded that Japan open its ports to trade, breaking the long-standing isolationist policies. The arrival of Perry's black ships was a shock to Japan. The sight of these powerful vessels was both awe-inspiring and terrifying to the Japanese people. It led to the collapse of the Tokugawa shogunate and the restoration of imperial rule in 1868. This marked the end of the feudal era and the beginning of a new chapter. This event is known as the Meiji Restoration. It was a period of profound change and transformation. The Meiji Restoration marked a turning point in Japanese history. The country was determined to catch up with the Western powers. The new government embarked on a program of rapid modernization. They sought to learn from the West and implement reforms across various sectors. They adopted Western technology, industry, and education systems. Japan's transformation was remarkable. The nation embraced railways, telegraphs, and modern factories. Within a few decades, it went from a feudal society to a modern industrial nation. The Meiji era laid the foundation for Japan's emergence as a global power in the 20th century. Section 8. Japan in the 20th century. War, recovery, and economic powerhouse. The 20th century was a time of both triumph and tragedy for Japan. Japan emerged as a major military power. It won victories in the Sino-Japanese War, which took place from 1894 to 1895, and the Russo-Japanese War from 1904 to 1905. However, Japan's ambitions led to its involvement in World War II. After the war, Japan faced devastation and occupation. However, it underwent a remarkable recovery. With American assistance, Japan rebuilt its economy and society. It experienced an economic miracle in the post-war decades. Japan became a global leader in electronics, automobiles, and technology. Section 9. Contemporary Japan, Challenges and Global Influence. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, Japan faced new challenges. These included an aging population, economic stagnation, and natural disasters. Despite these challenges, Japan remains a major global power. It is a leader in technology, innovation, and popular culture. Japanese anime, manga, and video games have a global following. Japan also faces geopolitical challenges. These include tensions with its neighbors and the rise of China. However, Japan continues to play an important role in international affairs. Section 10. Conclusion. Japan's enduring legacy. Japan's history is a testament to its resilience, adaptability, and cultural richness. From its ancient origins to its modern achievements, Japan has left an indelible mark on the world. Japan's unique blend of tradition and modernity continues to fascinate and inspire. Its art, literature, and cuisine have a global appeal. Its technological innovations shape our lives. Understanding Japan's past is essential to understanding its present and future. Its history is a story of both continuity and change, of isolation and engagement with the wider world. Japan's enduring legacy is a testament to the power of human creativity, determination, and the enduring spirit of a nation.